I would ask your cooperation that we can maintain silence so that no mistake is made. Thank you.
Mr. Barrett.
Yes.
Ms. Veersamy.
Yes.
Mr. Gill.
Yes.
Mr. Anamaya.
Yes.
Mr. Dharamlal.
Yes.
Mr. Charlie.
Yes.
Mr. Damon.
Yes.
Dr. Mahadio.
Yeah.
Mr. Chand.
Yeah.
Mr. Need Kumar.
Yes.
Mrs. Pearson Fredericks.
Yes.
Mr. G. Prasad. Sorry.
Yes.
Mr. Mustafa.
Yes.
Ms. Selman.
Yes.
Dr. Westford.
Yes.
Dr. Ramsaran.
Aye.
Mr. G. Prasad.
Yes.
Mr. Kroll.
Yes.
Mr. Hamilton.
Yes.
Mr. Chandrapal.
Yes.
Dr. V. Prasad.
Yes.
Mr. Siraj.
Aye.
Bishop Edgil.
Yes.
Mr. Lumumba.
Aye.
Mistress Pauline Sukai.
Yes.
Dr. Anthony.
Yes.
Ms. Manik Chand.
Yes.
Mr. Nandlal.
Yes.
Mr. Ali.
Yes.
Mr. Shira.
Yes.
Mr. Rohi.
Yes.
Mr. Jagdeo.
Yes.
Mr. Rutherford.
No.
Mr. Rajkumar.
No.
Mr. C. Prasad.
Yes.
Mr. Figuera.
No. 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 Correct yourself. Correct it. No. No. Correct it now. No. No.
Mr. C. Prasad.
No.
Mr. C. Prasad.
No.
Said yes.
No.
Mr. Charandas Prasad.
No.
You can vote again. Say no.
No. No.
Yeah.
Say no.
Chandas. No.
Say you voted for the motion.
No. What up, Chandas? Chandas, people like that. Chandas. No.
He said no. He said no.
Say no. No.
Conscience thing. What the fuck you doing?
No. No.
Morning.
Please.
You gotta vote again.
No. Chandas, no! Oh my
I remember if
Thank you for acknowledging me, Mr. Speaker. We are asking for a timeout of 2 minutes.
what sort of thing is that? No. I remember there's no time out on a vote. Mr. Charandas Prasad, you call the name Mr. Charandas Prasad. That's how you normally call him, Mr. C. Prasad. Well, let's go through this thing and deal with it.
I have had my share of everything.
I'll remember that there is no timeout on a vote. A vote is taken to conclusion. Would Mr. Isaacs? I would say take the vote from the beginning. Take it from the beginning. You begin from the beginning with the Sherlock. Just a minute, please. Just a minute. Bring your. Honorable members, the clerk, I've directed the clerk to take the names of the opposition members from the beginning, so there is of the government members, so that there is no including of the other one. Please proceed. Trello, let me hear what it says.
Mr.
We can reserve the rest tomorrow.
Mr. Rutherford.
No.
Mr. Rajkumar.
No.
Mr. Charandas Prasad.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mr. Figuera.
Let's go.
Mr. Figuera.
Jeremy. No. You.
Mr. Carrington.
No.
Mr. Allen.
No.
Mr. Adams.
No.
Miss Bancroft.
No.
Miss Wade.
No.
Miss Patterson.
No.
Dr. Henry.
No.
Miss Brooms.
No.
Dr. Cummins.
No.
Mr. Sharma.
No.
Mrs. Garrido Lowe.
No.
Miss Ferguson.
No.
Mrs. Dawn Aston Williams.
No.
Mr. Older.
No.
Mr. Gaskin.
No.
Mrs. Hughes.
No.
Mr. Patterson.
No.
Mrs. Lawrence.
No.
Mr. Trotman.
No.
Mr. Trotman. Mr. Jordan.
No.
Dr. Norton.
No.
Mr. Bulkan.
No.
Dr. Rupnarayan.
No.
Lieutenant Colonel retired Armand.
No.
Miss Ali.
No.
Mr. Williams.
No.
Mr. Ramjatan.
No.
Mr. Greenwich.
No.
Mr. Nagamutu.
No.
Mr. Speaker, 33 members voted in favor of the motion with 32 against.
Honourable members, you've heard the results of the vote. 33 in favor and 32 against. It means that the motion is carried. What happens hereafter, honourable members? We continue the work, we complete the work of this evening, and then we will deal with the consequences of this. I thank you for the week. Excuse me, Sherlock.